Ayurveda came into my life 7 years ago, while I was still working as a professional model and traveling around the world. Ayurveda changed concept of so many things in my life: eating, living, resting, even beauty concept. It seems it answered to all of my questions which school and university didn't have answers to. And for me, it is the big honor to be with Ayurveda doctor, my teacher, Partap Chauhan, and to have these wonderful conversations and to learn about Ayurveda even deeper with all the women together. So let's start the beautiful journey into this beautiful knowledge.
Yes.
Namaste.
Namaste. And I am very happy to be part of this video series called Women Shakti. And it's very interesting that you are a very successful model. And of course, when you are a model, a lot of people follow you, especially fashion model is very popular in the world now. But now you can play the same role. You can be a model of Ayurveda, especially for all those women who look up to you, because your life has changed. And with Ayurveda, you have become even more successful now, not only in the professional world, but also in your personal health and your emotional health and your spiritual health. And I can see that in these years you have really grown, and this experience of yours is definitely going to help so many women all over the world. And I will try to input into this series of this Women Shakti. I will try to put in the knowledge of Ayurveda. And I am very confident about this, that when females they learn little bit about Ayurveda, they can become very happy, they can become very healthy, and of course they can really be successful in their life.
So Ayurveda is very popular nowadays and everybody is speaking about it, but I'm not sure if everybody really understands what is Ayurveda and where it comes from and what are the roots of Ayurveda. So can you tell about it?
Yes, so this is a very good question, because when I travel all over the world, I also see that a lot of people, they have misconception about Ayurveda. Some people think Ayurveda is some oil massage, some people think it is some herbs, some people think it's some weight reducing therapy, or some people think it's beauty and cosmetic related science. But actually the word Ayurveda itself explains a lot. The word Ayurveda, which is a Sanskrit word, comprises of two words: Veda, which means knowledge, and Ayur is defined in Ayurvedic textbooks as a combination of four things: body, mind, senses and soul. So which means this complete human system, because we are all comprising of these four things. We all have a body, we all have a mind, we also have a soul, and we have senses. So in short, every human being must know Ayurveda, because it's an instruction booklet for the human beings. If anything goes wrong with this system at any level, we can find solutions in Ayurveda. So in short, Ayurveda is the way to live healthy and happily.
Many people think that Ayurveda is something Eastern or something applicable only for Indian people. What can you tell about it?
See, when we say that Ayurveda is for human beings, so human beings live all over the world. In the West also there are human beings, in the East there are also human beings, and they are same. I don't see people with 4 legs in Russia, for example. I don't see people with 2 heads in America, or I see people with 5 kidneys. Everywhere people are same. There is no difference. So if something is applicable on one set of human beings, it is also applicable in the other set of the human beings. Or we can also say, like Western medicine, for example, which is called the modern medicine. Western medicine has been primarily developed in the West, but it is also applicable in the East. Similarly, Ayurveda, which was primarily practiced and developed in the East, is also applicable on the Western people. So it's not true that it is only for Indian people. This is also a wrong conception or misconception, or a wrong promotion of the science. Ayurveda is a knowledge about body. So anyone who has a body, anyone who has a mind, anyone who has emotions, anyone who has a soul, Ayurveda is for them.
It is said that if we want to be healthy and happy, we should know ourselves and we should really understand who we truly are. What is a human being according to Ayurveda?
Well, a human being comprises of many components. If we go, really from Ayurvedic perspective, there are primarily we can divide it into three levels. One is the physical level. Of course, the physical level primarily comprises of the body, and body has many organs, many systems. According to Ayurveda, we have various kind of tissues which are called dhatus. We have doshas, which are the energies functioning at the physical level. Then we have a mind, and mind in Ayurveda is quite deep. It's not just the brain and the some chemicals in the brain, but the mind involves the subconscious mind, which is called chitta, which actually stores all the experiences that we have in our life. And then there is a component which is called buddhi, or which is translated as intelligence, and there is a component which is called ahamkara or ego. So this component of four things, which is mind, mind, intellect, ahankar, ego and chitta. This is the subtle part of the human system. And then there is beyond that is the spiritual part, the real me, the real I, which is the soul. So Ayurveda actually teaches us about all these various components of the human system, and whenever somebody is sick, whenever somebody is not well, it's not necessary that the problem is only in the body. The problem can be in the mind, which is manifesting in the body. So we in Ayurveda, we try to find out where is the root cause of the problem. In many cases today, especially in this modern age, people are suffering in the physical body. They have symptoms in the physical body, like maybe some digestive problem or IBS, for example, but the cause could be at the mental level. So this is Ayurveda. It's a very beautiful knowledge. It's a very simple knowledge. I would like to tell all the audience that it's a very simple knowledge. It is a very practical knowledge. Anybody can understand it. Anybody can practice it. So don't be afraid of it. Just try to just learn a little bit, and you will see that your life will change.
I would like to speak about doshas. When I find or read something about Ayurveda, it's all about doshas, vata, pitta, kapha, but not so many women really understand what constitution they have and how important it is to live according to their constitution.
Yeah, so this is also a very unique concept of Ayurveda, where of course we have solutions for many problems, but then solutions are customized and personalized, because each individual is unique. Each person has a unique composition of the physical body, and that's what we try to understand in Ayurveda. In Ayurvedic terminology, we call it Prakriti. So every person has his or her own Prakriti, which is important to understand, and based on the Prakriti, we have to find our food, our lifestyle, our exercise, our everything. We can really choose according to our constitution, according to our nature. Because when we are doing things according to the nature, then we are happy, then we are healthy. The moment we do something which is opposite to my nature, then it creates disturbance, it creates imbalance, and that is what is called a disease. So it's a very important concept, but again, as I said, it's very simple. You can all understand it. There are simple ways to just check your Prakriti, check your constitution, but it's quite a unique concept of Ayurveda, and if we don't know our system, that could be the main cause of our sufferings. So many people in the world now are suffering at physical level, at mental level, but it could be because you don't know who you are. It's very simple, like if you don't know what kind of car you have a diesel car or you have a petrol car. If you don't know that and you put diesel in a petrol car, so that could be very dangerous, but disastrous for the engine. Similarly, when we don't know our nature and we put anything in this system, then this engine is becoming bad and it has a lot of problems. So this concept of Ayurveda is wonderful, and we will talk more about it in our coming series of videos, and we will try to help people to understand their nature and also give them some solutions for that.